Good evening, you're about to listen to the Odd Pod. We don't know why, however we are grateful you chose to. We do wish to inform you that the views, opinions and overall morality do not necessarily reflect those of the station, sponsors or musical entities. If you should choose to continue, and we sincerely hope that you do, just know, we try to advise you against these actions and we are not responsible for any damage done to your sanity, morals or ideals. Thank you. Here comes that terrible siren.
Portions of the day's programming are reproduced by means of electrical transcriptions or tape recordings.
And now, broadcasting from the heart of Metro Detroit, you're listening to the Odd Pod.
Double the D's for double the fun.
We'll do it live! Yes.
That's right. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am Odd. That is evident. With me is Ace.
Happy birthday, America.
And you're listening to the Odd Pod on TapDetroit.com.
We're back.
Yeah, well, once again, I feel like I've got the weirdest feeling of deja vu because I feel like I've done this before. Yeah.
Just yesterday.
Yeah. So yesterday, for those of you that don't know, I went and hung out on the Plankman Show.
The Planky Show.
And so I hung out with Planky and Ted, and I had a blast.
It was fun. I watched from the chat room. It was entertaining.
Ollie had pointed out recently that Tap Detroit is definitely a boys' club.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Yeah. It's not like we're doing it on purpose.
No. But I would...
women.
Yeah, we do. But because it is just this collection of guys right now, we absolutely love one another. Like, Planky, Fox, and myself, Ace and Corey, like... Planky and Ace haven't really gotten to interact too much together.
They're afraid to get us together, I think.
But I know, like, if I had enough space and microphones, I know that if I got Planky, Ace, Corey, if I could get Ted down here, John and his partner, his co-host Brad, in one spot for a show. Yeah.
We'd be fighting for the mic. Give me that mic.
Yeah, I almost want to try and make that happen at some point because I feel it would be interesting.
A Tap Detroit special.
Oh, it'd be special, all right. So last night we were we talked about music and I barely remember last night, honestly.
Oh, it was a lot.
And I was sober. I told Planky that, too. I was like, Planky, you understand that this is the first show that I have done sober, and I don't know when.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
It wasn't just you doing it along the way. Because even, like, before, I would get stoned during the show because that was my thing.
Well, it was a first for me. It was the first time I've listened to the Planky Show. I gave it a listen, just briefly here and there, just and got sidetracked, didn't listen to it, but I listened to the whole show yesterday. It was pretty good.
Yeah, I like Planky and Ted. I really do. They
play well together.
They do.
They play off of one another well.
Ted is a great straight man.
Right.
I absolutely love Ted. And I love how Planky approaches doing it. I love the energy that he gives off, and it's just pure joy.
You can tell he's having fun doing the show.
Yep.
Yep.
Although the mixer did tell him no for a little while. I thought that was funny. It was like, because he said the mixer is supposed to say CP or something like that. And he was like, but it's telling me no. And that's when I looked at him. I was like, well, you know, you took out the power when you came to my show. I guess it's only fair.
Yep, absolutely.
For those of you that would like to go and check it out, you can go to YouTube and find the Plankman Show, or you can go to tapdetroit.com and find the Plankman Shows listed under shows. And you can see all of them.
But he's on every Thursday night live at 8.
Yeah.
That's the best way to watch these things or listen to these shows is live.
Well, so because Planky uses YouTube, he doesn't often post the shows to the website and whatnot. And that's the reason I'm fairly clean shaven.
Yeah, you said that last night on the show. I didn't know he videotaped it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be strange.
I fucking hate it. Like,
yeah, I'd be constantly staring at the camera.
No, I've never been a fan of being on camera. Like,
I don't like my picture taken. I definitely don't want to be on camera.
I'm not a criminal. I just don't want you to videotape me.
Yeah. Well, when I first came in, we was briefly talking, and he said we were going to talk on the show about Planky Show. So, ask me what my favorite part of Planky Show was.
What was your favorite part of the Plankman Show?
When they spent 15 minutes discovering they had merchandise to sell. That was great. I was fucking rolling. That was hilarious. We got merch. Look at all the cool shit we got. Hey, look at this. That was great. I was fucking rolling. I had tears coming down both sides.
So I'm sitting in the studio just running with it. Like, fuck it. It gets them to promote and talk about it. Yeah. But yeah.
But it was funny. I don't know if they had never really seen it before, but sure did play that way. It was hilarious. I was rolling.
Absolutely loved it. And I think that's why I don't remember it, is because, like, the nights that I laugh my ass off.
Yeah. You're just enjoying the show.
Yeah, you're in the moment, your brain's just off, like, nah, we're not making memories, we're having fun.
Yeah, well, how many times have you said, well, we're going to wrap it up, and I snap my head, it's over already? It seemed like 3 hours.
Well, and Planky said that last night, because he, or I don't know if it was Planky or Ted, someone had noted what the time was, and one of them was like, it's that late already?
They started 18 minutes late.
That's right, listeners. I got you 12 more minutes.
We're still waiting on the other 6.
But, like Ace said, if you want to check out Tap Detroit, by all means, the Plankman Show, Thursdays, 8 p.m.-ish. on tapdetroit.com. So, good night, good evening, everyone. We've got Mr. Brown and Hootis in the chat room.
Hootis Brown.
Hootis said, I've gone on the Plank Show a few times and always go by so fucking fast. Love those two.
Yeah, I can imagine. Well, even listening to the show, it went fairly quickly. You don't realize the time's going by. Yeah. Yep. But it was enjoyable.
Part of me was like, the odd effect. I was like, no, we're not that egotistical. Shut up. Am I the only one that does that? Because I have conversations with the thoughts that pop into my head.
I talk to myself all the time.
Yeah. And
they scare me.
Well, they always tell you that's not normal, but Jesus, sometimes.
It's when the other two voices in my head start to argue amongst themselves that I have problems.
Guys, shut up. I'm trying to do shit here.
Watch TV here. Am I taking it in the next room or something?
But it has been an interesting week at the House of Odd, and I'm going to tell you, I am drained, but I'm happy. I had to take a nap before the show.
I always take a nap before the show.
Well, I this week have had 2 websites and a third one that popped up on me.
All right. Well, you've been busy on your computer. I'm surprised your eyes are still in the sockets.
Not to mention all the household things that have changed and
Life.
Yeah, life happened
around us.
Yeah. And so yeah, I'm fucking beat. Like I told Ollie, I was like, I need a day.
I need a day or two to nap.
Yeah. I got one more thing in the morning, hopefully, to do tomorrow. And that's in the morning is the hopefully. And then I'm done until Monday. Probably Tuesday.
Yeah, that's funny how that happens. Somewhere between 40-ish, right in that area, napping becomes something that you enjoy. I'll get to take a nap.
Okay, so like I'm not a huge fan of it. Like I try to be productive for as many hours of daylight as possible in some way. And so taking a nap to me often feels wasteful. However, there are those moments where I just can't keep going.
Yeah. Well, my naps are my sleep, so I'm awake 20 hours out of the day.
So you understand.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I run usually. You get up earlier than I do, I know. I usually am up about 6 a.m. and stay up until about 2 or 3.
If I go to bed at midnight, I'm up by 3:30. And making coffee and ready to start my day. 3 hours at night is about as most as I can do. And then I'll take an hour and a half, 2 hour nap in the afternoon.
Yeah. I would imagine. Well, I know your schedule.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know it. And more than one time I've woke up from my nap and Odd is standing at the end of my bed.
I've never made it to the end of it.
Yeah, you did once.
Yeah, and told me to go wake you up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a little terrifying, but yeah, I can live with it.
It's like, what?
See, we really do know one another. Not just an act.
Well, there was the other day, I had come in and like the house was completely quiet and I was like, I had made it to the family room. And when I got there, I heard the dogs start moving and I heard noise. So I waited a minute. And I realized it was you, and I was like, okay, you're up.
He's stirring.
And it was like, and I didn't wake him up, so I decided to stand there and wait.
I'm shocked that you made it past the dogs, actually.
Not.
My fan in my bedroom is very loud, so they can't hear anything.
That's what I assumed.
So, yeah. Yep.
Because I knew, I came in, nothing, no noise.
Yeah.
Yeah. But at the same time, I wasn't trying to make noise either, because if you were asleep, I was just going to dip. Yeah.
But yeah, sneaking past them damn dogs, that's a feat in itself.
Now I see why you got so many of them. You got some on the perimeter and some on the inside.
That's exactly how it works, too, yeah. It's funny how they do that.
Yeah, Mr. Brown actually stopped by yesterday.
At my house?
No, my house.
Was I sleeping?
Yeah, Mr. Brown came over while I was in the shower.
Oh.
And I had just got in the shower. And I heard Artemis bark. And I was like, male, someone walking by. And then about a minute or two later, Ollie comes to the bathroom and says, Mr. Brown is here. And I was like, I'm in the shower. And she said, he said he's not going to join you. Thank you.
Now, if I was taking a poop, it'd be different.
It's funny you mentioned that. So Ted has been taking daily pictures of himself, like selfies. Mm-hmm. And he'll have like a flower or a small branch or something from his yard stuck in his glasses or his hair. I didn't have anything like that handy when I saw one of them, like the flower or whatnot. And I grabbed a picture that I had taken a while ago of me and Artemis. Artemis is sitting on my shoulder completely, and I'm just sitting there like, what the hell? And I that was my comment as to respond to his picture. And he's like, I got you. And so the very next day, his picture has a tiny little stuffed German Shepherd police dog on his shoulder. All right. today he posted another picture with himself with foliage. I posted a picture of myself with a roll of toilet paper on my head.
Shithead? I don't know.
Made even better because I was shitting at the time of that picture. I was practicing my superpower.
Don't ask. You don't want to know.
I told them about my superpower last night.
I know. Off air, though, didn't
Yeah, it was off air. That didn't deserve to be on the Planky Show. The Plankman Show didn't do anything wrong.
That's just wrong.
So tonight we have a brand new song from Carmel Liberty.
Oh, yeah?
Yep. We also have a song from 2 O'Clock High.
I like them.
And Cal from 2 O'Clock High is in another band called The Skinny. And we have a song from them tonight as well.
Oh, okay, cool.
New music.
Always good.
Yep. It is the season of new music, finally.
Oh, COVID's broke and everybody's out, and yeah, they're doing their thing. All these venues are popping open again.
Yep.
Packing, stacking, and racking.
Hope it's okay for him.
Hope it works out.
Right? I'm very hopeful. I'd like to see us just bounce back, but like I don't know, that it feels awful quick. A year feels quick if you can believe that.
Yeah. Well, you know me, I ain't going anywhere. As much as I'm anti this and I ain't going out there. Are you crazy?
That's not true. There's shows coming up.
Yeah, but there's one. I'm leaving to see Liliac. I gotta go see Liliac. I'm gonna go see maybe ZZ Top. So,
well, that's 2.
Yeah, I know it, but
that's all it takes.
Yeah, I didn't think about that upcoming one. That's only 2 weeks. Shit.
Hey kids, you like drugs? I got drugs here, because that's exactly how it goes with the concert people. Is the people that enjoy going to concerts, they'll go to 1 or 2, and then whoosh, you're hooked.
Yeah, I've been to a lot of shows.
I've never enjoyed the concert atmosphere. That's the only thing. I love music, and I love the energy it creates, but I've never enjoyed the concert atmosphere. I don't like drunks. I don't like drunks. That's what it comes down to.
Only person that can stand a drunk is another drunk, and I agree. I think it's stupid to spend that kind of money, go there wasted, and then go the next day. How was the show? I don't remember. Well, why'd you go?
So I couldn't remember.
Yeah.
I bought a t-shirt.
Exactly. I got a shirt. That's all I remember.
But I am excited for the new music season because it's just...
like you said, we're getting a lot of good bands coming in.
Yep. Carmel dropped this on my email the other day, and she's like, here, this sounds different than anything that I've done before. I don't know if you're going to like it. I hope you like it, but I'd like to hear what you think about it. And I listened to it. Now, this song is not automatically in the playlist because it is Carmel. I absolutely do love Carmel Liberty, and I will push and promote everything she does.
She makes good music.
Yeah.
It's not my cup of tea, but it's good music.
Right.
She's talented.
It is kind of mine, though, because I like the dark, twisted, this, now you know what Carmel normally sounds like.
Right.
This song is grungy and punky.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm a little excited to hear it.
Yeah, like I was like, okay, a new song from Carmel, and I hit it, and it starts with just this low rumble, and you're like, what? And yeah,
like I've always told you, she's got a unique voice. Something about her voice is very distinct and unique, and it sounds really good. The music she performs isn't my thing, but her voice is amazing.
Yeah.
I think.
Well. For me, it's because Carmel is the whole package. It's not just the voice. It's not just the fact that she can play really well. It's those two things coupled. She writes the music. She writes the lyrics. Right. She is, boom, the whole package. And I I really respect that because that's not easy to do.
I always throw her in the shade of Sister Otis. She reminds me a lot of that. Same type of thing.
Mm-hmm. I miss Otis.
Yeah, she's still around kicking it.
I know. Every time I try to reach out, I think she's changed publicist and stuff so many times. Like, I've gotten to her like once, but she's a musician and aloof.
Yeah. Well, she's all over the place.
Yeah.
She's between New Orleans and Denver and Texas now.
I know you do, Planky. I don't know why. It's just never been my thing. Like, I've gone to a few concerts, and I will continue to go to small venues and stuff like that. That's usually where I'm comfortable. I'm not super big on the big venues. Like, okay,
Arenas.
Yeah. Well, no, just big venues, because like Pine Knob isn't an arena.
No, but it's a theater.
Yeah, but arena and theater to me are two different things.
Oh, what does DTE hold? How many people?
I'm talking the way it's set up, though, because, like, Pine Knob is a big outdoor open-air environment versus, going to see a show at, like, Joe Louis or something like, well,
now,
you can't
the
anymore.
Joe Louis's and the Palaces and the Cobo Halls, those are the places that worry me because of fire. I'm a Kiss fan. I go see Kiss, and I see how bad shit can go.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm always checking the fire exits when I walk through the door.
Well, I went to see Ozfest one year, and it was at Pine Knob. And, like, I was out there, and it was hot, and, like, it was hard to stay hydrated, and it wasn't comfortable, and it was just, the bands were cool. I got to see Primus and so many other bands that I really liked that I wouldn't probably have otherwise gotten to see. But I've been to ICP. Like, I'm not afraid to admit it. I was an ICP fan. I still do enjoy.
Everybody in Detroit was.
I still do kind of enjoy hearing some of the songs. I still have a few favorites. It's because I like the wordplay that's in there. We've had this discussion. You listen for the music. I listen for the lyrics.
You know who's a closet ICP fan?
Who?
My wife. Can you believe that shit?
No, that's great though.
Yeah, it definitely infected her playlist.
Yeah.
All over the place.
So I came in at the Great Malenko, but then someone showed me Riddlebox after that, and I stuck around through the entire card series, and I went to see the Amazing Jekyll Brothers tour when it came to Detroit, which was supposed to be, I believe, the last two cards of their mythos that they were creating.
Right.
And absolutely had a great time. I had floor seats. And it wasn't like super crowded because it was an ICP concert. I mean, there's a lot of fans, but realistically,
Not full house.
yeah. And at one point, I was having a good time until one thing happened. I was standing there on the floor, and there were chairs behind me. And these two girls came up to me and my buddy and asked if we minded, if they got on the chairs behind us, if they could just put a hand on us to keep support. They were kind of cute. My buddy and I were like, we don't fucking care.
Sure, why not?
Yeah, it's just a fucking hand. Anyways,
And the night they were on your shoulders. I know how that works.
No, honestly. So what ended up happening was I was standing there next to my buddy, and ICP sprays the crowd with Faygo. It's like a Gallagher concert for sticky soda.
Yep.
And every so often, they kick 2 liters off the stage.
Ouch.
Now, you know how everyone has a moment when they've seen a famous person in the wild and they're like, they fucking saw me, man. They fucking looked right at me. Yeah. Okay.
He pointed at me.
He fucking saw me. Violent J looked out into the crowd after shaking and spraying half of a 2-liter, looked dead at my direction, and then booted it. Now, it didn't have an arc on it.
Line shot?
Line shot to my face.
I got a 2-liter to the face, did you?
2 liter, a half full 2 liter of diet root beer.
Did you keep the bottle at least?
No, my fucking asshole buddy, it hit me in the face and skipped up into the air. And he and everyone around us went scrambling for it. He got it. And I was like, I should get that. And he was like, why? And I looked at him and I was like, it hit my fucking face.
It's got my blood on it.
And he's like, but I went running for it. I was like, I was dazed.
Yep. I had just been hit by a 2-liter.
The pinpoint accuracy in which he hit my face.
Well, the scary part is he's had practice, so he picked you out of a crowd, deliberately kicked you in the face with a 2-liter. Just for you.
Thanks.
Hope we can do it again soon.
No! But I've been to like small venues, and of course I've put on shows and stuff like that.
Right.
That's how I much prefer to
Behind the scenes.
Yeah, if I have to be in the concert environment, I much prefer that. Mm-hmm. You know, because I'm busy, I don't have to be around all the drunks.
Yeah, I like promoting it and doing all the backward and running mix boards and doing all that nonsense. That's fun for me too. But I still enjoy going and seeing a show. You know, like Liliac, they put on a pretty good show, and I'm going to get tickets to go see them when they come through.
Well, I've seen Fozzy live, too.
Yeah, they're pretty good, I hear.
Yeah, actually,
I've never seen them.
We saw them in Tucson. It was actually a venue.
I remember you telling me.
Yeah. Think kind of like Harpo's, at least in what goes on inside. Not all of what goes inside. The way the business music, yeah. Anyways, think that we saw them there. There were 2 opening acts. There was a local group from Tucson. There was Jared James Nichols and Fozzy. And I had only ever seen Chris Jericho on TV, wrestling. Yeah. And it wasn't until I met Ollie that I even knew he had a friggin' band.
Well, he's been around for a little while.
Yeah. So I started listening to it, and it's nothing special to me. It's good, but I can't see someone being given similar artists, because it definitely has a very retro like sound to it. Yeah, the 80s.
Stuff, yeah.
Like if you put that out there, I can't imagine it's going to stand out too much, but it's good.
Get radio airplay.
Yeah. And seeing him on stage, for as old as he is, that he has all that energy and he can put it out there on the stage into the crowd and get them moving. Yeah.
That's what it's about. The interacting with the band, with the audience.
Yep. So, and I took Ollie to see Fozzy. So, like, I've been. It's just, I don't know. The only concert I've really enjoyed, if you want to call it a concert, is the first time I heard Sister Otis. It was in a small little coffee shop type venue. She was stripped down. There was no band. It was just her and her acoustic guitar in a very small room.
Yep.
And that I enjoyed. It was a coffee house. There was no booze. There was no drunks. There were just people who genuinely, yeah. That's the only one that I've truly enjoyed. Everyone else I'm on high alert watching, because at any moment.
Yeah. And you're right, though. Like, when I took the last concert, well, it wasn't the last one, but, oh, shit, I don't even know when it was, but I took Linda to see Kiss at DTE, and there was a drunk guy behind me, and, you know, I was already on the lawn and uncomfortable, and then this guy comes rolling down the hill and crashes into me. Well, needless to say, I was not happy.
All right, we're going to go ahead and go to break. You're going to get Carmel Liberti, brand new one called Like the Dead. You're going to get the Skinny Havana, and you're going to get 2 O'Clock High, Stand. You're listening to the Odd Pod on Tap Detroit, and we will be right back.
Now it's time for the Odd Pod's Patreon shout-out. Big thanks to Justin Burnside for becoming a patron. We hope you enjoy our long, uncut and girthy episodes until you're fully satisfied and left shaking from laughter. For everyone else, you can join our Patreon too. Just head to patreon.com/theoddpod. Become a patron and reap the benefits today.
Are you tired of incense that stinks? Motor City Candleworks is Metro Detroit's #1 source for premium handmade incense, as well as hand sanitizer and now massage oil, with a wide array of scents inspired by Michigan cities and attractions. You're sure to find a fragrance that'll keep your love of the mitten burning all year round. Head to MotorCityCandleworks.com and order yours today. And make sure you find them on Facebook too for all of their upcoming sales and events. Motor City Candleworks. Michigan handmade scents that just make sense.
That smell. The kind of smelly smell.
Dame esa leche. Ven conmigo. says she likes the way I smell as she runs her tongue across my neck. The temper's rising fast. I'm not sure what I should do next. I got my hand on her ass, got her hand down my pants. I gotta leave here soon, yeah. Fall to my bed, my head is spinning. I could have sworn that I was winning. Everything's gone wrong. Look around and she's gone. So confused, I start to sweat. I gotta leave here soon. So blind I cannot see.
Cuidado, papi.
Now if you don't stand for something, you're gonna fall for anything. And if you don't stand for something, you're gonna fall for anything. Stand for something, or you fall for anything. Stand for something, or you fall for anything. Now stand up, get up, and put up your fist. So stand up, get up, put up your fist. Now the headlines left it to print. Said mama should've trust my government, while the preacher man is still getting paid. Too rich for you to take his gold away, while poor kids are playing in the streets. And we pretend that they should struggle before they eat. The real blurred lines between the lies and truth exist when it don't mean much to you. Now if you don't stand for something, you're gonna fall for anything. If you don't stand for something, you're gonna fall for anything. Stand for something, or you fall for anything. Stand for something, or you fall for anything. Stand up, get up, put up your fist. So stand up, get up, put up your fist. Now heed this warning, orders of the will. Your vanity means that you just love yourself. Smoke and mirrors, some politicians are quick with them hands. Cheap magicians, instant karma, action for reaction. Marching to war for weapons of mass distraction. Nothing to lose, your back's against the wall. Let's stand together, undivided we all shall fall. No, if you don't stand for something, you're gonna fall for anything. If you don't stand for something, you're gonna fall for anything. Stand for something, or you fall for anything. Stand for something, or you fall for anything.
entire planet is being overtaken by a force unlike anything we've ever seen before. Its tentacles reach across the entire globe, from Beijing to Boston, from Moscow to Madrid. There seems to be no escaping its influence. It seems life as we know it will be forever changed now that the Odd Pod has arrived. To stay up to date on all developments, and we're urging that you stay informed, you can hear the latest information about the Odd Pod by searching for it on all major podcasting platforms. Remember, we can only be as safe as we are vigilant.
That's right. Stay vigilant. But no, for those of you that don't know, you can, like said, get on every major podcasting platform. We are now also on YouTube. You can find that by searching The Odd Pod and looking for our goofy cartoon faces.
We're everywhere.
Everywhere. We're everywhere you don't want us to be. New motto for the show. Mr. Brown, actually, the reason Mr. Brown had come over is he dropped off a load of incense. My wife informed me that she wanted every fruity scent he had. And I went, okay.
So it's a Fruitopia somewhere in this house?
Yeah. There is a lot of fruity incense. And when he left, the 13-year-old and the wife each got their own sticks and were burning them in different levels of the house. Ooh. My house was a wild kingdom of smells. But I do want to let you guys know that Motor City Candleworks will be vending at the Flowers in the Mitten in downtown Romulus, located at 36726 Goddard Road from 11 to 4 on July 31st. It will be an outside event.
July 31st?
July 31st.
Well, we got a lot of time to plan for that one.
Yeah. So my house, I love the smell of his incense, but I wish they'd just pick one scent and run with it.
Yeah. Well, they're strong to start with.
Yeah, they're good.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of times you can just open them, and that's good for like a day.
Yeah.
But yeah, you start burning 2 or 3. Yeah, that's overpowering.
Of the different scents too. That's the thing.
That's always the thing, though. Here, try sniff this one. Now sniff this one. Now sniff this one. Now sniff this.
You go smell blind real quick.
Exactly. Yeah, I bought a bar of soap up north that I don't like the smell of it now, but that was after sniffing 20 bars of soap. After I was burned out, that one smelled good. Now it stinks.
So we subjected ourselves to a movie.
Yes, they did it to us. I'm blaming them. They voted. If you didn't vote, we could just not do it.
No, I put up a poll using my personal Facebook page, and because they took the ability for regular people to do the polls away, and I can't do it in my damn groups because I'm still banned for 30 fucking days. I use the reactions as the voting mechanism, and
we ended up with Call Girls of Cthulhu.
Yeah, Call Girl of Cthulhu. It was a movie.
Yes, it was.
No, okay, I'm going to say this before we joke or make any, picks or pokes at the movie itself. I enjoyed Call Girl of Cthulhu. I enjoyed the time that I spent watching the movie.
It wasn't a bad movie.
Yeah.
It was funny to me. I find those type of things comical.
Yeah. So, that out of the way. Great movie if you like the kind of goofy horror, tongue-in-cheek, horror movies. Perfect. I will probably end up watching Call Girl of Cthulhu again a couple of times over the course of the rest of my life.
Catch the little details.
Yeah. It's one of those fun movies that you can show people, hey, watch this.
There was a couple parts I liked that went back and watched it just that little piece over again to get a better look. But yeah, there was some wild shit.
Was it the booby seeds? Are those the ones you wanted
always to? Got to stop and see the boobies twice. You know, never met a booby I didn't like, but no, actually, Rick the Dick. I would have liked to take a better look at that. As weird as that sounds, I'd like to take another look at Rick the Dick. Yeah, it's not often that you see a 6-foot angry
monster dick.
Monster dick. They went for it, people. They did 100%.
Yeah. So okay, the premise of the movie is this: there is a very quiet painter who ends up running into this hooker, or as he likes to remind everyone, a call girl.
Yeah. Yeah.
He doesn't like the term hooker or prostitute or anything. She's a call girl. Who inadvertently has been thrust into the middle of a ancient war between those who want to release the old ones. You have to know H.P. Lovecraft to get a lot of it, but who is in an ancient war to release the old ones against those that are trying to stop them. If you know the eldritch horror in any of H.P. Lovecraft's works, Cthulhu itself, the giant squid monster, old god that is going to devour all of mankind. And that alone just sounds crazy.
It was on the edge of tentacle porn.
Yeah. Well, I don't think it was that far on the edge.
It might have actually went there.
Yeah.
At least it did show it.
Yeah. So it's just a wild ride of a movie.
Yeah, it is definitely different. It had like you said, it wasn't a bad movie. But it was definitely, when it come to the tongue-in-cheek, they said, how should we do this? And they said, let's go for it.
We're going through the cheek.
Yeah. I want teeth on that dick. I want it to have a mouth and an eye.
I will say that the monster work that was done on it was actually pretty good.
There was a lot of head explosions that were pretty good.
Yeah. Given what it was and what you can pretty much guess they were working with.
They went through a lot of blood, that's for sure. There was a couple scenes where it was like, oh, yeah, that's fountaining pretty good there.
And for those of you that don't know if this might be the first time that you're listening or what have you, we enjoy the what most people would consider a terrible movie. We enjoy watching because look at it this way, and this is why I do it. Someone put time and effort to put that out. And it was a passion project for them. So if you can see the love that they tried to put into their movie.
Yeah. Well, I come from my acting background. I can totally relate. But yeah, it's not easy to make a movie. As much as people watch a movie and don't think twice about it, there's a lot that goes into it. But yeah, it like I said, it wasn't a bad movie. But it definitely, when it come to certain parts, they was like, should we go all the way? And they was like, yeah, let's just do it. It worked on a tongue-in-cheek level. Because like I said, there's just some of it was just hilarious to me.
Like I said, the makeup work that was done was interesting.
Was good.
Yeah. And weirdly enough, I kind of want one of the Cthulhu cult masks.
Yeah, the octopus thingies, like squid face with a hood.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be easy to make. All you need a burlap sack.
Yeah, I don't know though, because
all it was eye holes, and then they cut it for it looked like squid tentacles hanging down.
If it was burlap, it was super thin burlap.
Oh, that wasn't. I said it looked better though.
Yeah,
it looked scarier if it was burlap.
Well, I don't know, because the material it was made out of seemed to catch any like light wind that was there.
Twitched a little for you.
Yeah, you just sit there.
I guess I should have worn my glasses. I missed the twitchy tentacle.
Yeah, lightly breathe on it and it moves just to unnerve people.
Yeah, but there was and some of the special effects were really good. When they cut, I forget her name, the chick with the patch on her eye, like Large Marge. Cut her tongue off. That looked pretty real.
Yeah.
That was pretty good.
They did a good job there.
Yeah, that was a little evil.
The storyline, like, I feel if Call Girl of Cthulhu had had a little bit more money, a little, they'd have had something good, real good there.
Yeah, well, time, money constraints.
Yeah, and I understand that.
Yeah, like I said, it wasn't a bad movie. But, yeah, I'm sure it wasn't the worst on that list. Oh, maybe it was. I don't know.
Well, that means I now have to put up a new list. Not necessarily a new list, but a new poll. Grab the ones that are left and let's go through them.
Eventually, we're going to watch all these things. At least it didn't kill me. I guess that's good enough.
Yep, didn't kill you and it entertained you.
Yeah, so worth your money. Worth the price of admission,
which was free. No, like I said, I love these type of movies. I always have. You show me a bad movie, and I'll probably find a new favorite.
Yeah, I like those type of tongue-in-cheeks. Young Frankenstein, I mean, that's one of my favorites. I mean, that was done perfectly.
Yeah.
They had a budget ungodly, I'm sure.
Well, and it became iconic. That's the thing, is like...
Yeah, it wasn't a hit at the time.
No.
Yeah.
No, I'm pretty sure it flopped.
Oh, yeah, Rocky Horror, same thing.
Yeah. But...
all your big cult movies. This way, I could see this becoming a cult movie, no problem.
Well, it is a cult movie.
Well, yeah, but more culty.
More culty than the cult.
Friday night showings every Friday. Everybody wear their Cthulhu mask. Put some shit on your ass. Make a Cthulhu birthmark.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, because the call girl had the birthmark.
Of Cthulhu.
Yeah, and she was integral to the part of the plan to bring forth the old ones. Yeah. You know one issue I took.
Just one.
It's just one. It's really the only thing that fucking bothered me.
Which is sad.
You remember when they enacted that scene in Beetlejuice where the Maitlands draw the door?
Yeah.
They drew this big square door, and then it was just it was a jagged edge. I'm like, why?
Why did you draw a big crack?
Did you just have to lightly mark the wall?
You said that, but yeah, I did notice it. It did bother me, but I noticed.
No, that bothered me.
Why you draw a door if there's a big crack going to open up? I should have drawn a big crack.
And he forgot to knock 3 times, too. So,
that was a different movie, man.
No, still Beetlejuice.
He said an incantation. Hakagugu, Kapabubu, something or another.
Cthulhu Fathagan.
Oh, whatever.
And I have a treat for you guys at the next break, and it's coming up in a few minutes. I have a friend of mine, Tom Smith. He does a style of music called filk.
What?
Filk.
Filk.
F-I-L-K.
Filk.
Filk.
Okay.
Like milk, but with an F. Or like milk, if he took my math class.
Filk.
I filked that class. No. So, folk is a style of music that incorporates sci-fi and fantasy and, like, goofy and fun and just jams it all together. You get songs about Star Wars and Star Trek. You get songs about... you get songs about, like, science and all these weird, concepts that you would never normally hear stuff by. These are people who do it in an entertaining way. I believe Tom has been on the Dr. Demento show several times.
Oh, yeah? Well, that's something right there.
Right. And Tom is a Michigan native.
Cool.
I've worked with Tom a couple of times, and I've had him on the show once after I first met him, but then had him out at different events. And Tom is an amazing individual. He exudes happiness and fun, and, like... he is a joy to be around, and that comes through in his music because it's all really fun. He's also very intelligent, and there are sometimes biting political satires hidden within the songs that are being sung themselves. There is or was a website. I haven't checked in a while, there was a website called The Fump. It was the Funny Music Project. And there were a lot of creators like Tom that posted their songs to this website. And folk is a interesting genre.
Yeah. We're going to play that?
Yes, we're going to play a song in the spirit of Call Girl from Cthulhu.
Oh, okay.
The song is called Cthulhu Fathagan.
Oh, God, it's following me. I'm going to check for a Cthulhu birthmark. If I see a crack in the wall, I'm leaving.
If you're checking for a Cthulhu birthmark, I'm terrified I'm going to see a crack in you.
I've been cracked for a long time.
Yeah. So this is a parody song, essentially.
Okay.
It's a familiar tune.
Thanks for checking out the Odd Pod. If you want to hear the whole show, consider becoming a patron of our Patreon. Head to patreon.com/the Odd Pod. We're also all over social media like an STI that won't wash off. Head to tapdetroit.com/the Odd Pod to follow us today. We're already following you, and you forgot to buy milk.